Hey Sarah, I've got your design revisions for you. I'm just going to go through each comment. I took out the sidewalk to the street. The porch, I don't want to bring the porch out closer to the street because I want you to have a fair chance of getting this approved. So like your comment, I pulled in the front vestibule 6 inches, made it narrower. To ensure that the door could still swing without hitting this wall, I took out this portion of the wall, so the vestibule will now be open to the living room and to the family room. That also serves the purpose of helping to make everything feel more open. Took out the doorway the closet wall that used to be over here to make the family room free flow through. And then I took out this old closet, so you'll have that alcove open for a TV. And like you said, you'll just redo the floor or patch the floor to match. I replaced all the windows on the first floor to be double hungs. On the front, I did a double hung, picture window double hung. Did these two as double hungs. And every bedroom is required to have a egress window. However, this room downstairs no longer really needs an egress because it's not considered a bedroom, and it has free flow to the front door. So I'm thinking I'm going to change this one that I already had set up. I'm just going to put in a slightly smaller window. Let me just get rid of these shutters. So this is how that's going to look, and let me just center it under the window upstairs. But bedrooms upstairs need to have egress windows, so I didn't want two really large overpowering windows on the front elevation, so I put the larger egress window on the side for this particular bedroom, and then you have smaller windows on the front. And then for your master bedroom, I'm using the side window as your larger egress window, because otherwise if you do two egress windows side by side, they take up the entire wall elevation, and it looks kind of awkward once you have the shutters and everything in. I'm thinking what you're talking about in the kitchen is a box bay. That is a box bay window that has this kind of configuration down here, and you can use it as a garden shelf for plants and herbs and spices right over the sink. And then on the rear, I got the awning remaining, egress double hung for the second floor bedroom back here. And then on the first floor, I took out the windows. You had two windows butted up in the corner. I moved one over to the side so that the window is not directly over the bed. And then I put in a smaller window. So this is the larger egress looking into the backyard. And then this is the small, I'm upstairs. So this is the larger egress window looking into the backyard. And then I have a smaller window looking into the side yard. I didn't like the windows butted in the corner. And then similar upstairs, I've got, I didn't change that to a non-casement. Let me see, let me just make this change real quick. Get rid of the shutters. And then let me make sure that it's centered. It doesn't have to be centered. Okay, so those two windows will align with window sill heights. This is a smaller window, and this is an egress. This is the egress on the rear, egress on the rear. And then as far as your bedroom, there's an egress here. The only thing I didn't understand was number 4. You said, do we need a vent on the back of the house? I'm not sure what you're talking about as far as a vent. Do you mean a gable like this? You don't need to have a gable on the back. We could add one just for decorative, but really when you're in the backyard, you're going to, it's rare that you're going to be in the backyard looking up at the back of the house. If we decided to do a gable, I would want to then maybe recenter 2 windows on this bedroom back here and have a gable centered over those 2 windows. But most people don't really usually dress up the rear of the house much because nobody's really looking at it. No one's really going to notice it. They usually spend all their money on the framing on the front elevation. And number 8, is there going to be an attic? Yes, there will be an attic in this house. If I cut a section through the house, let's see, okay. And if I turn on framing, so this is what the house is going to look like if I cut a section through it. So all of this is going to be usable attic space. Usually that doesn't show up until I do the construction plans. This is all the framing inside. But they'll be usually in the hallway. We'll normally put a drop-down attic stair right here, and you'll have the attic storage on the left, on the front and the rear from the attic hatch. Actually, there's the attic hatch right there already shown, and that will fold down into the hallway where you'll access it from this side, and you'll have full attic storage. And I think that is all of your questions. Okay, let me just review the design and let me know what you think next week. Okay, thank you.